I was an admiral then, he was a lieutenant commander. I said, I'm your fan, which is I continue to be his biggest fan. The Navy would find a way to bring back one of our own. So my first meeting with Tommy dates back to around 2013, 2014, and that was when I was in Delhi. Every week over there we have a ops briefing, an operations briefing. So that's when I came to know that there's this guy sailing around the world. And though I'm not a yachtsman, but the sheer audacity of someone, attempting voyage single-handed and a non-stop voyage, it really excited me. And so I used to follow this very closely and say a silent prayer every time I saw that dot on the map which they portrayed on the screen indicating his position. I was very keen to meet him because I'd never met him before, and I finally got a chance to meet him right here in Goa. I'd come for some event and he was here. And so that was my first meeting, and I was actually quite surprised when he recognized my name. And he asked me whether I am the brother of late Simon George Pynumootil. My elder brother was a pilot in the Navy. And Abhilash said that he joined aviation because of my brother, because I unfortunately lost my brother in '85 in a crash. And apparently Tommy's mom used to read the newspaper to him when he was a little boy, and she would recount what's happening. And so when this crash happened, it kind of excited him, and he used to follow the stories every day, and he's apparently decided to become a pilot after that. So like I was waiting to meet him, he said that he was waiting to meet me as well. So after that we've become extremely close friends. And I told him unabashedly that I was an admiral then, he was a lieutenant commander. I said, I'm your fan, which is I continue to be his biggest fan. He's a maverick, and I've not seen anyone as adventurous as Tommy. I mean, he's got all the awards, the Tenzing Norgay award, and it seemed nothing short of madness to attempt something again. You've circumnavigated the earth, and now you want to do it again in that crazy race, which I've read a lot about it, about how the first time just 2 or 3 guys finished it and one guy went mad and all that. But knowing all that, he decided to take part in that endeavor, and he was in Goa at that time. So we have family friends, so I was constantly in touch with his wife Urmi and the kids. So in fact, in a small way, when we could facilitate calls, and there were fixed times when they were allowed to communicate with their families, and all, because they were supposed to, everyone would know that this was as per the rules. You could use equipment which was available only in the 60s or probably earlier, what Columbus used or something. So you couldn't use a GPS, you couldn't use modern aids. So I could facilitate these calls which he made to his wife, and I was generally monitoring what's happening. And when this unfortunate incident happened, we were all very worried, and the Navy chief personally monitoring this, and everyone got into play. As far as the rescue is concerned, they diverted a ship. The ship was going at max speed to the location, which was in a real godforsaken place way south of India, and not really with any of the sea lanes, so there were no merchant ships crossing that area. So then we figured that the fastest way to reach there would be by an aircraft, and by then we had inducted the Boeing Poseidon, the P-8I. It has a beautiful feature where in the belly, in the fuselage, there's a bomb bay which can carry 5 torpedoes, and 2 of those torpedo stations can carry a search and rescue pack. So it's basically a life raft which can carry 10 people. So this was kind of the best way we could think of, and as directed by Naval Headquarters, so my role was extremely small in this. I happened to be the flag officer in Naval Aviation, and so my staff and all of us, we coordinated with the Naval Headquarters, and the Boeings at that time were in. It's quite a coincidence that you can hear an aircraft in the background. So the aircraft flew there, and the idea was to drop this life raft and another out-of-the-box solution. If someone's stuck in the middle of nowhere immobilized with his back broken, I mean, lying flat in a boat which is rolling. Boeing went there, traced out the exact position. So meanwhile, one of the ship or something, it had come and rescued him, it took him to the nearest island over there. So that's the phenomenal capability that the Navy has, and one feels so proud to have been part of that service. Some goals are so phenomenal that it's glorious even to fail.